A local nonprofit agency exists to eliminate animal suffering and to engage the entire community in the welfare and well-being of animals. An upcoming adoption special for cats and a matching donor program are just some of the things that we're going to cover next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place, and if you're a friend or fan of Polk Place and the SPCA is near, you know what that means. We've got puppies! And joining us in studio to talk about puppies and kittens and donor programs and a whole bunch of other things, Randa Richter. How you doing, Randa?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, and also joining us, a first-timer, Christine Bunkley. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm holding a critter.
A love bug.
Yeah, all ears.
Yes.
Do you hear me? Tell me a little bit about her.
Absolutely. So this is Miko.
Here, I'm going to let her jump over to you.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
She's a 5-year-old Chihuahua mix. She came in with her brother, Johnsy, who is an 8-year-old Chihuahua mix. It looks like that...
I'm doing the math, and 8 and 5...
It might be a father-daughter situation.
I don't know. That's the first thing. If one's 8 and the other one's 5.
Let's see. So it kind of looks like, from what the paperwork said, it was an older couple that had them, and they had to move in with family or assisted living where they could no longer care for the dogs. So now they're at SPCA, Florida, and they're both up for adoption.
And both of them are doing publicity work today, almost publicity hounds.
It actually is. So she's obviously with us today. And then her brother is at a nursing home saying hello to residents at a nursing home today. Well,
one of the things I want to kick off with is last month you were on the show, and going all the way until the end of this month. You had a loving participant and giving individual that is going to match any new donations up to $40,000, not $40,000, but once it reaches. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So Christy is actually working with the Hedrick family, who have been so kind to step up and do a matching program for us. Did you want to talk about the details?
Sure. The Hedrick family, they have offered to match dollar for dollar up to $1,000 per new donor, which means we get $4,000 from new donors, $40,000, I'm sorry, from new donors. We get $40,000 from the Hedrick family. So that's very important to us, especially right now with our initiatives with Polk County, trying to go, no kill by 2025. It's not cheap.
Yes, exactly.
So we need the money more than ever right now this time of year.
And talk to me a little bit about what that money means, especially to a dog like Miko. What exactly does that entail to the care of one animal?
The care of one animal, you've got everything from the initial vetting when it comes in. Some of them are healthy, only need their vaccines, and then they're able to find their new families. Others aren't as fortunate. Some may come with broken limbs, illnesses, heartworms, primarily with our dogs. A lot of those are heartworms. And that care costs money. Anyone that owns a pet knows how it can be, how the expenses rise quickly. So we're no different than the rest of them. But yeah, it goes a long way for the pets. I'd say on average, an animal getting it ready for vetting to find a home is anywhere from $200, $250 a pet.
Wow. See, you're pretty good at this. First time in, and you're going to be all nervous and everything. And
She's a pro now.
Yeah. That means you're going to come back and see us a lot more, right?
Yes, I guess.
Yes.
So.
Yes. See the nod. See, if I get to gloss her marketing genius, then I get to make sure you get to come back and see us too.
There you go. Absolutely.
Anything to help the animals.
Exactly. One of the things that we wanted to also talk about, it's really not even kitten season, but wow, it's kitten season. Talk to me about what's going on.
You said it perfectly. Yes, it's not kitten season, but it's kitten season.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot.
We do, and it's slowing down slightly, but it's definitely not stopping. So with that said, we still have a huge influx of kittens coming in from Polk County Animal Control, and we're still transporting out. So it is the season of giving, so we're asking people to adopt a loved one for themselves if they wish, or we're transporting out. Hopefully I have 2 more trips coming, one to Chicago area and one to Maine, just to help out Polk County Animal Control and ourselves.
As a sidebar to this story, our office manager, Anna, pulled me aside earlier in the week, and she had the SPCA side up, and she's like, I'm going to go see this cat.
Who was it, do you know?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
She just showed me. She was just so happy about it. I thought that was really cool.
Nice.
So,
come on down. We have a lot of them.
Well, one thing that you mentioned, it is the holiday season.
Yes.
And sad but true, a lot of animals get adopted, which is a great story. But sad part of that is, it's only for if only for the moment.
Yes.
Talk to me about what you guys really want to prevent and what you want to make folks aware of, if you could.
I'm so glad you asked that, because it's a spur-of-the-moment adoption, or it's a gift for a loved one, and we truly ask that if you're looking to adopt a pet, it is a family member forever. And so if you are looking to adopt one for a family member, a friend, a girlfriend, a wife, come down, get a gift certificate for the adoption fee, give them the gift certificate, and let them pick out the animal. Because it's really a bond between the person adopting and the animal. So you may like an orange cat, but the loved one might like a black cat. So we ask that instead of adopting as a gift, come and get a gift certificate, and then let them come down and make that decision.
One of the things I thought was really cool, you guys are kind of following along the lines of professional sports, naming rights. Tell me all about that. I mean, that sounded really cool, especially for a nonprofit.
Absolutely. It's actually a great program for people that want to leave a legacy or a tribute, and it's also a program that Christy's working on, so I'll let Christy talk about that.
The naming rights, again, like Randa said, it's perfect as far as those wanting to leave a legacy. It includes a sign hanging in the hall in front of a particular room, as well as a plaque by the doorway of that room. And they can, for example, a lot of people, whenever they go to the vet, they take their animal there and they're like, we could have already bought that room.
Yeah,
well,
honestly.
You actually can now. You can. Right. And there's a lot of options available. We have different cattery rooms, puppy rooms, the adoption center, the building.
Oh, wow.
You can name the building. But in our Rainbow Bridge room. But yeah, I mean, what better way, to leave that legacy, the loved one you may want to name that memory, after, whether it's a pet, a family member, it's a wonderful way to be able to do that and help the animals too.
So in that one storage room, there's a bunch of cabinets.
Okay.
Are any of those? Because Mooney loved when we come to pick him up, man. We're looking for him, and Mooney's like, I'm in here, guys.
He's like, I'm in the food cabinet.
If you want to name a closet, I'll sell you a closet.
That girl, you got to keep.
There you go, absolutely.
Come pick it out. Pick out your closet.
And if you just want a cabinet, we could do a cabinet
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Put your name on something, Brian.
Absolutely, Mooney's cabinet.
Well, we got just a little bit of time left. Let's talk a little bit adoption about Miko and, of course, her brother. That's Jonesy, right? Or
Johnsy.
Johnsy.
You're close. So we prefer them to go together. If not, we completely understand. But she's 5 years old. He's 8 years old. As you can see, they are very used to sitting on laps and being very affectionate, loving dogs. So if you're looking for a family member to pretty much be a lap dog, they both would be great candidates for you.
Yep. And how do they go about finding out more information?
You can either come on down to our campus on South Brandon Road, do a visit with the dog to see if it is a good match, or you can go to our website to read up on the information on the dog.
Well, ladies, I want to thank you for coming in, and you did a great job. I was like, you got to come back and see me again.
Will do.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you for everything that you do within the
Absolutely.
community, and really appreciate everything you're doing for animals and finding them forever homes.
Thank you.
SPCA Florida's goal is to help you find the companion that best suits your household. They have a wonderful line of animals available. SPCA Florida wants you to know it's not really kitten season, but it is kitten season, and they need both foster parents and adopters. Also keep in mind there's a $40,000 match for any new SPCA donors that's in effect until the end of 2019. And for every dollar you donate, they match it. So keep in mind that the holiday season is upon us, and make sure you give to SPCA. Help SPCA meet their goal of lives saved, and stop by and visit them for more information on adoptions or contributing or anything that you can do to help them. Their number is 863-577-4608, or look them up on the web at www.spcaflorida.org.